By now, you've probably watched Rogue One a few times, and you've already pre-ordered the Blu-ray. This side story to the Star Wars saga fills in one of the biggest perceived plot holes in history, namely, how could a colossal killing machine like the Death Star feature such an exploitable weakness? But beyond finally putting that nagging question to bed and settling a million comic book store arguments, the movie is also filled with references designed to appeal directly to the fans who've stuck with the franchise over all these years. Here's the Rogue One moments only true fans understood. And we really shouldn't have to say it, but just in case the Force isn't with you right now, there are definitely spoilers ahead. More than a feeling. The reprogrammed Imperial droid K2SO just might be our new favorite Star Wars droid. Voiced and motion performed by the legendary Alan Tudyk, he delivers some of the funniest lines of dialogue in the movie.
The captain says you are a friend. I will not kill you. Did you know that wasn't me?
But one particular line stood out above the rest, and he didn't even get to finish saying it. During the infiltration of the Imperial base on Scarif, K2SO says, "I have a bad feeling about," before being cut off by Cassian. That line, of course, is a reference to the many, many times that phrase has appeared in all the other Star Wars movies thus far.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
Very bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
One of Rogue Squadron's greatest. While in the Rebel base on Yavin 4, the Council couldn't seem to unite under Jyn's cause.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have?
Afterward, as Mon Mothma approaches Bail Organa to talk to him about an old friend, a voice over the loudspeaker pages Captain Antilles. Longtime fans might recognize that as a reference to Ramus Antilles, the poor doomed captain of the Tantive 4 who Vader chokes out when he shows up at the beginning of A New Hope. However, it's possible the announcement may have also been a reference to a different Antilles altogether. Wedge Antilles became one of the members of the Rogue Squadron, participating in the attack on the Death Star, the defense of Echo Base on Hoth, and the Battle of Endor. Besides Luke, Wedge is one of the only pilots to survive all three major battles shown in the original trilogy. Wordplay on a world. Everyone knows it. Nerds love word games, and that's especially true for anagrams.
We take proper names and rearrange the letters to form a description of that person.
Like, Alec Guinness.
Genuine class.
Rogue One's filmmakers must have had old Alec Guinness in mind when they were looking to name the prison moon where Jyn is locked up at the beginning of the movie. They named it Wabani, which kinda sounds like a Greek yogurt brand, but is actually a rearrangement of the name Obi-Wan. The Force was truly with any fans who managed to spot that one on their first sitting. Back to the Massassi Temple. A lot of the small cameos that made fans sit up and take notice were located at the Great Massassi Temple, otherwise known as the Rebel Base on Yavin 4. There, we caught new glimpses of Mon Mothma, General Jan Dordana and his amazing beard, Bail Organa, C-3PO, and R2-D2, and even the droid Chopper from Star Wars Rebels. This is one temple that's worthy of Star Wars fans' worship. Saw Gerrera, the Rebel. Rebels wasn't the only Star Wars TV show that found its way into Rogue One. Forrest Whitaker's character of Saw Gerrera became the third franchise character ever to make the jump from cartoon to movie, after having appeared in Star Wars The Clone Wars back in 2012. Who were the first two cartoon to movie Star Wars characters? Well, true fans know that General Grievous first showed up in 2004's Clone Wars animated series. But for the first, it was everyone's favorite bounty hunter, Boba Fett, who first arrived on the small screen during 1978's Star Wars Holiday Special, fighting a dinosaur or something. Anyway, longtime Star Wars lovers had plenty to cheer about when good old Roboleg Saw clomped his way onto the big screen. The female pilots of the Rebellion finally fly. A few years ago, it was reported that there were scenes featuring female rebel pilots that were cut from Return of the Jedi. Over 3 decades later, fans could finally see these badass women in action over the planet of Scarif, shooting down TIE fighters and bombing Star Destroyers. With their addition back into the Star Wars universe, we feel as though there's finally some balance within the Force.
May the Force be with us.
Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.